So those are called barrows.
Okay.
So those ones are created by male, which have now reached up to this stage, which is called now spawning time of the male. So in this period of time now, whenever now they create such kind of barrows, they go and look for the female. Mostly, if you see it has such kind of colors,
This one is as a
pale green in color, this is a male.
Okay. The fish has disappeared. Hello, good morning from this part of the world, to be precise, Kenya, East Africa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tende_Marwa. To the returning subscribers, thank you for always finding time to come watch my videos. I don't take it for granted, good people. And those who are new here, consider to hit that subscription button, not forgetting the notification bell to alert you whenever I upload a new video. My good people, always comment, like, and even share. And those who have been watching me without subscribing, kindly do me a favor. Go subscribe and help me reach the watch hours that I'm looking for. Good people, as you can hear from the voice in the video, my background voice, that is a river flowing over there. As you can see, that is a river flowing over there. And I am here at the dam. I'm going to turn the camera and show you. And we have been fishing here. And right now, we are done fishing. And I am with, it is _Gintu, or I am with Gintu. As you know, Gintu has a hobby in fish here. And we are done with the fishing, and right now we have the fish, and he did harvest because of the weather. As you can see from the other end, this is a fish pond. Those who have been watching me in my previous videos, I did do a video with him where he was explaining how he came about with this story of fish farming. And today he was harvesting the fish because of the dam has decided to do him injustice, where it is he has decided to drown. As you can see from the other end, he's draining the dam because we are experiencing a lot of rains and floods here, and the dam was swept away. So he decided to fish and drain the dam. As you can see from here, this dam is now drained. This is where we were fishing from, and the other end, it is still intact. So let's go and see what we have caught. Some of them have already bought fish and have left, and I'm yet to get mine, then go home. Let me turn the camera so that you can see whatever I'm talking about. The water has to be drained completely.
Not completely, just a little. So we are preventing some fish from going.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is like you are blocking now the fish from getting out of
The fish pond, just water will pass.
Oh, I see. Get in.
Exactly, I want to get in, so as I sustain them once and for all, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly, so I have to go in and...
But Gintu, this is a mosquito net.
Yeah, I'm using mosquito net. Very transparent, sufficient. Use the local material around it to sustain the infrastructure.
Okay.
Sustain your sustainability.
I see.
Exactly. Fantastic.
So it works better than the other fish net?
Exactly.
Okay. So good people, let's have a look. What's your name?
Pesaman.
Oh, Pesaman.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. There we are. So good people, as you can see, they have to drain water first, then they can do the trolling method of fishing, where they catch both the young fish of the fingerling plus the mature fish, then they will return back the fingerling. What is the method? What method are you using? This method, trolling? Yeah. Okay. Are you going to return the small? Eti? What? Are you going to return the small fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sienda. Leta hiyo beseni basi.
I'm telling you. No work, no play. You see, good people now they have. So you see, they have catch bigger ones. So you had to drain water first so that you could start fishing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The fish has disappeared.
Inside here.
Oh, those small ones, you're transferring them in here. Okay.
That one.
Why are you not returning them in the dam that you have drained?
So we want to clear out with that one.
Oh, okay.
Because there is a
oh,
blockage over there. So the ground is
a bit soggy.
settling, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
So we want to
Transfer.
mend it. Then we can load the others later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama.
Into with you, you have the costume for fishing, but your friend.
Imagine, guys. Imagine.
This is a very tough job.
I constructed this pond here. I stocked only like 1,000. Each pond constitutes over 1,000 fish stocked. Wow. I have to stock 1,000 fish. So those 1,000 fish, they just grow with your pocket demand. Yeah. If you have feeds, by that time I started with the local feeds, like millet chaff, like maize husks, something like that. So it's just whatever I think that I want to throw here, then they eat. So from there now, I started marketing my fish via from the local market I have. Yes. And that's why now I have improved it. So by now I'm using only concentrate feeds, meaning that I only purchase feeds that I feed my fish. No longer use local feeds again. Wow. So by now, the fish we are now seeing here, this fish pond was not for the commercial purposes. Yeah. This it was meant mostly for the home consumption. So I just got and I purchased only female, and a little bit of a ratio 3:1 female to male, and I stocked them here like 1,000. So it was like some 5 months ago. Okay. So this fish here, the more you see the big one, they are 5 months old.
Oh, this one big.
Yeah, 5 months?
5 months.
Exactly.
And you are supposed to harvest after how long?
After every like 6 months. If you have most of these are female. Okay. If you have to stock here male, like the other fish pond, the other extra 2 fish ponds.
Yeah, this big one.
Yeah, it has only male tilapia, only male fish that are just stocked there. So if they could be male, they could be very big. I have some fish here. Mostly, if you
wow.
see, it has such kind of colors.
Oh,
Pale,
this one is a
pale
blue
green
color.
in color. This is a male.
Mm.
Exactly. So these are male fish.
You see, guys, they have a
Why are
smaller,
you
like,
saying that they will be
Signora,
bigger
signora.
compared to
Because
female?
whenever we talk about now, let's talk about spawning time.
Mhm.
Spawning time is whenever now they reach reproduction time.
Mm.
So look at this fish pond there. Look at that segment of that perimeter, that wall there.
Yeah.
We have some spots. Have you seen some like where water is? Like it's called a crater.
Yeah.
Have you seen them there?
Creator, yeah,
So
I've
those are
seen.
called burrows.
Okay.
So those ones are created by male, which have now reached to this stage, which is called now spawning time of the male. So in this period of time now, whenever now they create such kind of burrows, they go and look for the female.
Oh,
They
okay.
lure a female and they go there. So as the female,
So
that's
that
where
they-
now they lay eggs. Those burrows. So
Oh.
whenever they lay there some eggs, now the male one goes and fertilizes it, and the female uptake, which is called incubation. They
Mhm.
incubate via the mouth. You know, they are just reproducing via the mouth.
Mm.
So they incubate via the mouth again. So the mouth has the relevant temperature for the hatching of the fries.
Mhm.
Whenever we talk of fries, it's not like something you are going to fry, not a method of cooking. Fries are the hatched fish.
Okay.
Too small, 0 days to
Yeah.
from 1 day to
Mm.
like 30 days is called a fry. From a fry now it goes to fingerling. From a fingerling it goes to post fingerling. From post fingerling now goes to a middle teenage fish, then the big fish.
And then why are you incubating? No, sorry, not even incubating. Why are you putting male fish only in one
Because
fish pond?
male,
How will they
let me talk
fertilize?
about now that statement.
Mhm.
Whenever I talk about we have that spawning time and the reproduction time, whenever now they incubate the female ones, they go underneath at the bottom level of the fish pond, whereby they go there, they don't eat, the only thing they drink is water,
Serious?
Oh.
only water, so they don't feed. Whenever you throw here some feeds, only male are eating. The female are now in incubation time. It's like a chicken. Whenever now they're in incubation time, they're laying they're just onto their eggs, they are lying onto their eggs, so they don't eat. It's the same to the chicken. So it's the same to the fish, they don't eat. So that period of time, the male one are eating, so they bypass them. So that's why I always stock the only monosex, which is a male tilapia only, because they have a high growth rate.
Oh, okay.
They don't have such stages of maybe incubation and something like that. So they eat throughout the day and throughout the year. So if you want to stock the tilapia fish, they can also grow up to 5 years. They can stay for 10 years.
10
maximum.
years?
Exactly. Tilapia fish can stay for 10 years maximum, and it can reach up to 5 kg one.
Hey, man.
So it will now differ which production do you have. If I could have such a big dam, like from this maize year until that far end, I can stock that will go up to 10 years, so as I can have big fish.
Okay.
But the more it's staying onto the fish pond, it means that you should have more feeds to feed them, so as you can
so
attain
that they
such
can
kind of
mature.
but if you're just throwing them there and you leave them so as they can sustain themselves via, maybe sometimes we throw here some of DAP, which is the ammonium phosphate, like fertilizer, or sometimes we put here some of like a cow dung, so as it can turn water into green. That's why you see that fish pond is green in color.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that color, mostly it's called fertilization, which is enriching water with fertilization or nutrients relevant for the growth of algae. Algae is algae.
Yeah.
So whenever we have algae, it has a balanced diet that fish can ever eat until it has a balanced diet to the fish, so they can eat it and their life stages. So whenever we have such kind of fertilization, so you can just throw their fish and you leave them there, so they'll struggle eating the algae, but they'll not have such a easy growing or faster growing, like give them substrate like concentrate feeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why these are fish ponds. They're just created so as you can feed them.
Mm.
But some people have on demand, because sometimes the feeds are so expensive. You can just decide that maybe I want to do what, let me throw them here, then they'll eat on their own.
On their
Or
own.
I'll be throwing here some feeds maybe once a week.
Yeah.
Or I'll be just throwing here some local feeds. So in terms of now fish feeds, they can even eat talk about the arrowroots. You chop the leaves of the arrowroots. If you don't have feeds, you throw them here, they can eat. Or kales, which is kumawik, you can chop small ones, throw it there, they can eat. But those are called local feeds. They don't have the rationed proposal of we talk about the nutrients relevant for the growth of each stage, because each stage has its own food. from if you have the fries, the small ones,
Yeah.
up to the fingerlings, they
Okay.
eat what's called starter mashes.
What are those?
Starter mashes, the food, the feeds, which are like flour, like unga.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
are very fine,
Mhm.
so they can eat that one. And whenever now they go to another stage of fingerlings, you subject them to what is called crumble feeds. Crumble feeds now the growers. So they have now from the starters, so they have reached now they want to grow now. So they're no longer babies. Now even their mothers have not left them, so they have to struggle themselves. So they want to grow. You start with them with called scramble feeds.
Mhm.
So they have a high proteinous value, and to them, that's why they're called the starter mashes and crumble feeds. So
Okay.
from there now, whenever they grow into a stage of now they have reached post fingerling, you
Mhm.
introduce another food which is called 2 millimeters of food. So they're like pellets. So whenever we throw them here now, they grow very fast and they reach at a certain period of now getting to 100 grams. Like this fish here, this is 100 gram. So this one
you
now,
just tell by looking at it.
exactly, it's 100 gram.
Okay.
Yeah. So 100 gram, so it can just now be capable of eating what's called 3 millimeters of the feeds.
Okay.
So 3 mm of the feeds. So whenever they reach onto this stage now, this is like 300, approaching 300 grams. These are like 220 something. So we have the big, which can go like even this one here. It's like approaching. Let me take this.
Which one?
This one here.
Okay.
These are 300 ml, 300 grams.
Mhm.
So this one can take what's called 4 millimeters of the feeds.
Okay.
So that's how the stages are. So whenever you are growing some fish here, you should put the consideration that we have stages of how they feed. And also, whenever you introduce food, look at the size of an eye. This size of an eye is the same particle of the feed it can eat.
Seriously?
Yeah, the size of an eye. So if this is the size of an eye, this is the same particle it can eat.
Okay.
Exactly. So whenever I talk about 4 mm, look at this eye here. So it's very big, So that substrate or such kind of a feed should be so big like this one. So that's what it can even eat.
Now you are
The
saying
more
you
the more
just
it's small,
Gintu, before you go on,
Uh-huh.
you said that you have to look at the size of the eye. You have to fish.
no,
look at
sometimes that's why I'm talking.
But there, even me, I need to ask him
Ah.
about this. Introduce about the eyes or to food to eat.
Does he go?
Alisomea.
Whenever you talk about that one, I've
It is our
experienced in
hobby.
this field.
Eh.
Sometimes it doesn't matter that you will see. Even if you are just feeding some fish,
Mhm.
maybe I'll give them the other fish pond. I'll give them some feeds. You will see the size, actual
Okay.
size. They are so small. You even gauge whenever you have this kind of aquaculture. You should gauge them. That's why we call we should have maintenance practices, and also you should be very punctual in terms of observations. So you observe it and see that size is somehow small, this size is somehow big. So you introduce them feeds. So sometimes I do use like a 1 kg. Let me throw here some 1 kg of 3 mm. Then I see the consumption. You'll find them eating and struggling to eat. So it means that they are reaching that period of time of eating such kind of the feeds. But to me, I go with months. Whenever I stock them here, after
Okay.
2 months, I introduce another feed.
Oh,
2
I
months,
see.
I introduce another feed.
Oh,
So they
okay.
have, so that's why I gauge them. But you can use the physical by removing via the use of a hook.
Then you
see
check.
this is now the size. You remove like 5, you just weigh them, then you know the size of how they have reached.
Okay.
Exactly.
You are so passionate about this. The last video we did with you, you told me you've never gone to school.
I never
is
went to
out
school in
of
terms of
hobby.
fish farming. It's
Oh,
just
sure.
exactly. It's just looking how things are running and to the field, and that's how you just cope up with
It
everything.
is out of our hobby.
Exactly. I never went
And
to
now
school.
you are
It's just-
making cash out of this.
exactly. It's just looking and it's called observe. You gauge, then you apply. That's how everything runs.
Nice.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now,
So let me sell to them a little bit. Then we shall continue.
Okay,
our
by the way,
chit-chat.
even me before,
Mhm.
I need to have some fish,
Fish
big,
Uh-huh.
for especially for my family.
Fantastic.
Guys.
We have fish.
we
inside
are
here.
going to Robia.
By the way, we are going to Kutrobia. Za kwetu
Come.
wenyewe.
Za kwetu wenyewe
Eh.
sasa. Kuja na nini nishikia basi
By the
niingie
way,
alafu
ona,
nitoke.
kuja Filipe.
Kujani
Come.
mtushikia alafu tutoke.
Wow.
Lakini tukano hilo lihike.
Wanakula wengine.
Hiyo ni ile kuongeza.
Wewe hata kama ameongeza. Ona hii. Na hii.
Hiyo nenke.
Na hii.
Hiyo nenke.
Na hii. Lakini tuba muri betu bana hatu ekenda ikuri hatu ekenda.
Hege nenke hayo sasa. Nanyuruki hayo yenke hege.
So Gintu.
Leta.
Gintu. This one is jumping Gintu.
Which one?
Gintu, what are we having here?
Here? It's now selling some fish.
Yeah, it is our market.
Exactly.
A temporary market.
Exactly.
How often do you do the fishing?
Fishing?
Kurobiaring.
It's now fishing here. 200. Guys, it's a business here.
It is business.
Exactly. So
I can see.
We have to bargain and we have to make sure that everything is running in a progress.
Oh, okay, let's go. Yeah, it is business, pure business here. How much do you sell these ones here?
50-50.
50-50. That isn't even a $50, right?
Exactly.
It is 50 cents.
Mungu moja nakushikia vizuri sana. Mimi mpaka nakupatia moja extra juu.
Moja extra gani? Atatika sisi wale mtengere kuyinsu ya mchuni chike.
Sasa hata wewe. Unatuende kwa basa suwa tunundingi kakoro. Hai sasu kulinga ku.
Bwana hata makuta tutaratora kwichinga tutaratora ko. Bwana hatu ichi chuni ngo kanji bichuri. Na chuni chiro kwa tache bhansi arugire sara sinsara.
Uninaga chira haro.
Tikira kuchamira. Chiri gorara. Zara sini yakulia.
Hochire maka sara sini.
Usiamanya gintu sara sini
Insu.
Hochire. Bono ninchire na kanga na karora nganda achakugulia. Kwanza mungu chane mpaka na 10.
Nikwambia nkuru mpaka
Chosalibia ibe.
Chosalibia iso kisasu wala tunu mhana. Tengira ni mzee muhimu. Migani chola kubotiri. Chini. Maja jini berman kwa sina tahana tayo kama bei kwa tafsiri sana. Sasa mai. Mbona sasa kwa tafsiri sana hivi? Sasa chini kwa tarana kiyo te na chini ne chibiga cho to kwa tu na haraba ka boto chini chini. Sana kwa hili kitu ikubu. Mama yo sa ambisu bubia.
Ume
Mabo hiyo.
Tenga kusi. Mere eton.
Así que me estuvo no todo así.
Chinteru chimoyo.
Ai chintora kanyoso wini.
Ngake kwa mama nche kulichoka gani. Sasa noko sohora tena chichinche.
Now, good people, you have learned a lot. You've heard from the horse's mouth. That is it, Gintu. Now it is my time to get inside there and do some fishing.